Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and oh my goodness, it is May and I haven't rounded up last month, so I thought I would sit down today very casually. I'm still in my comfies, my PJs, and I thought we would just have a bit of a chat about all the things that I was loving throughout the month of April. And looking at it, there's actually some really nice things to share here, so I'm going to get started with the skincare. Now my skin has been looking a lot better recently. I don't know what it is, it's just agreeing with me. I think the products, the skincare routine I have is nailed down. The products I'm having are really agreeing with me. So the first thing that I've been using is this little thing here. This is the first thing that's new. And this is basically an exfoliating sponge. I think it's by the brand Sunday something. I can't remember. I got it off ASOS, really inexpensive. And what I've been using this for is just to gently exfoliate my face and my chest area. I've been doing some fake tanning. You might be able to tell that the legs are looking a little bit more tanned than they normally do, and that is because I've been using some fresh tanning products, which I'll talk about in a moment. But I wanted to make sure that my skin is prepped and ready for tan application, so this is just a great retool, and I loved the colour as well, so I'll link that down below. It is abrasive but not too much, like it just gets off the right amount of debris and skin, dead skin cells rather. So yeah, I've been really enjoying that. Really inexpensive, definitely a must try. The next thing I wanted to talk about is my fake tanning routine. So I've been using a combination of two different products. They're both from the same range and I absolutely love them. The first of which I picked up is the Saint-Tropez Watermelon Mousse. I did an Instagram story the other day and I was just sat down like this and someone said to me, "What have you put on your legs? They look amazing." And it was just one application of this. If you go back a few videos, you'll notice I was looking very pale. I haven't tanned since this whole corona thing hit, and I missed it. I missed just having a bit more of a toned appearance to my skin, and I do think that my legs look a bit better when they do have tan on them. So this is the one that I've been using, and this smells of watermelon. The application is really smooth and simple. It stays on really well. So one application of this, and then followed by every other day topping it up with the same Saint-Tropez Watermelon product, but it's in the gradual tanner. So this is just the gradual tan that you could use just in between doing the full shebang. So I've been using a combination of both of these, really liking them. They work really well for me, no awful scent, they go on really smoothly, and I think that it has just given me a really nice kind of colour. I think it's really authentic and not too orange, so yeah, I really like that. So definitely recommend. I will link all the products, by the way, as well as what I'm wearing in the description box down below. I cannot link my PG bottoms though because they're just from Primark, but yeah. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is a foundation. So granted, this is a little bit light for me, and now I fake tanned because I've been using this for the majority of April and I was looking so pale. I was probably at my palest and I was using the MAC Face and Body. This is a very runny consistency, but it's very light and it's ideal for me right now because I'm at home every day. I don't want a heavy makeup, I don't want heaviness on my skin and weightiness, and I don't want to feel caked in makeup even on the days where I do opt to wear some. So this is just a fantastic consistency. What I also like about this as well is you can use it on the body, so if you have any veins or anything that you may want to cover when it comes to your body. I have a really sore arm at the minute. I've had a couple of little spots that have appeared. I don't really know why or which arm it is. I think it's this one, and I've just basically, when I wanted to wear a nice dress, been dotting this on, and it conceals them really well and it's nice and light. So I've been really enjoying this. This colour is N3. Granted, again, it's a little bit light for me right now, but when I'm at my palest, this is a really good one, and I like the consistency and the coverage. So if you're looking for something nice and light in its consistency, I would definitely recommend. Something that I've been using when I've not wanted to wear a foundation, but I've just wanted to spot conceal and hide any blemishes, under eye circles and that kind of thing. I've been using this Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is magical, it's so good. It has this really nice applicator as well, so you don't waste a lot of products. You basically dot it where you need it and then just use the warmth of your fingers to pat it in, and it's really, really good. Great coverage, great brightness. I'm a big fan of the Born This Way foundation. In fact, back in the day, I actually did a full review of this product in the foundation form, so I will link that on the screen now, so you can go and check it out. But I'm a big fan of this foundation, so I really wanted to try the concealer. It's not the cheapest, but the coverage is fantastic. It contours, it conceals, it gives brightness, it does a lot of stuff, and I honestly do think that on good skin days, on days where you don't want to wear a ton of makeup, this is ample completely by itself. It's really, really good. I really enjoy it, so I would definitely be repurchasing that when it runs out. The next product I have is one that I've got for my brows, and I have to say, I'm not normally wowed by brow products. This one has wowed me, and it's very, very good. This came from a recommendation from a friend who always has amazing brows. I asked her what product she was using, and it was this. And this is the Brow Styler by Benefit. I'm not stoked on the packaging. Benefit packaging just doesn't appeal to me generally. But one side you have the crayon, which is kind of like just a waxy crayon that you would use just to sculpt and draw and define. And then the other side, which I think is the fantastic part of this, is this kind of dye. And it has a very strange, almost velvet wand kind of applicator, and it's so impactful. It's fantastic. It's really, really good for in between tinting days. So if you're like me and you have your brows tinted, and I actually do have mine done at Benefit, right now we can't go and do that, so I do feel like sometimes my brows look a little bit sparse. I mean, you might look at my brows and think they look very, very full. They do. My hair game is really strong, but I do find sometimes it's nice to fill them in, and this product is the best I've ever come across for sculpting the brows, filling them in. The dye stayed on for quite a long time. It washes off. It's just, again, very impactful, and I really do like it. So it is quite pricey. It's about 35 quid, something like that, but it is so good. And again, ideal in between days we can go and get them tinted, which obviously we can't do right now. The next product is absolutely gorgeous. I got gifted this with an order that I made on Chanel, and it's the Gabrielle perfume, and this is such a nice dinky size for the handbag. I was stoked to get this, to be honest, because it's really strong, the scent, and this little bottle will go a long, long way. So this is a really decent sample that I was gifted, and it's the Gabrielle perfume. It smells wonderful. It's like signature, clean, classic Chanel scent. It smells expensive, quite musky, quite floral. I just really like it, and I love the dinky little bottle as well. So that's been bringing me a lot of joy this month. So I've been using that a lot, and I definitely will go on to buy the full size when that runs out, because it's just been giving me a lot of comfort. I loved wearing it. It's quite warm and rich and ambery as well, which really does appeal to me. The next product I'm just going to whiz over very quickly, because I did mention it I think last month, but I had to give it another shout out. It's this lip balm from Bobbi Brown. And it has a kind of peachy undertone to it, like not too much. But what I love about this, it's a balm, but it kind of turns into an oil on the lips, and it's just so hydrating. It's so comfortable. And right now, again, I'm not wearing any lipsticks really, so just having this to swipe over to make them look a little bit juicier and hydrated and comfortable has just been really nice. And I love the packaging on that as well. I think it's really lovely. This is in the shade 6 Bare Nude, and it's called the Extra Lip Tint, and I really do enjoy that a lot. And I think the last beauty product I have to share is the nail polish that I'm wearing. I've had a ton of questions about this nail polish on Instagram, and it's a beautiful pink. I will show you this up close. You probably can't really see it from so far away, but this is the Essie nail polish in Gorgeous Geodes. I don't really know if that does say Geodes or Geodes. I'm not too sure, but I will link it down below, guys. I got it from ASOS. It's a lovely colour. Looks really nice with a tan as well. I've got it on the toenails as well. It looks really nice. I've been really enjoying that. So I'm going to move on to fashion, and then we will end with home. So you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, by the way, please go and follow me. I would love to have you over there. I'll put my handle in the description box down below. But I bought some, these are called baggy leg trousers on River Island or the ASOS website, but they're so sculpting and fitted on the thigh and the bum, and then they flare out on the bottom, and they're gorgeous. They look so nice. So I picked these up from River Island, but I got them via ASOS, and they are quite baggy on the bottom, but not too much. There's a nice sculpting to these. They're not unflattering in any way, and they hook you in all the right places. Every time I wear these, I get a ton of questions on Instagram, where they're from, what style they are, so I'll link them down below. I would definitely say that they're very true to size as well. I got them in the size 8. There's a little bit of room, but I'm a 6 to 8 on bottom, so I completely come to expect that. But they look really nice, and there's a little bit of stretch to them as well, so they are wonderful. And again, I will link them down below. The next thing I have is some pyjamas. So I've really enjoyed vlogging recently, and a lot of you guys have seen me in my pyjamas when I've been vlogging. So I've had a lot of questions about these two pairs in particular, and they're from H&M, and they're basically just little short pyjamas with a long sleeve tee. They're ribbed, they're frilly, they're sexy, they're really nice and light to wear. This one I really love because it has the gorgeous embroidered moon on the chest here that's very, very pretty, and I also have them in the kind of petrol grey green colour as well. and then you have the band that says love around the top, and they're just, again, very airy, very easy to wear. This one doesn't have an embroidery on it, but I just love them both. They're just really lovely and comfortable again, and just a bit more stylish. So that is all of my fashion pieces, apart from, actually, let me just grab them, a pair of new sandals I got from New Look. So I wanted some kind of slider sandals where I could just nip outside. Look, these are just basically to sit at the back door, because obviously I'm in and out of the garden a lot with the kids and I don't go out barefoot. So these are just really lovely. They're in this tan leather and they're just very comfortable, very cheap as well. They're about a tenner and they just go with everything. They actually look really nice on. I'll put a little bit of an overlay so you guys can see them, but really comfortable, true to size, cheap as chips, and I really like them. So those are my fashion choices. I'm going to move on to home, and I have one foodie item as well. So before we get onto the foodie item, I wanted to mention my new compost bin. Oh my goodness, I've been having so many questions about this compost bin on my blog. It's by Joseph and Joseph. It's very nice, it's very stylish, it sits on my counter, and it's just for compost and for food waste and things like that. It's just a bit more stylish, sat on the worktop, than the awful big plastic brown ones that you can get from your council or wherever. They just look a bit nicer, and they have like it has like an odour filter as well to make sure that no nasty odours escape. So that's been really good. I've been really enjoying that. Speaking of waste and food waste, I also picked these up, and these are basically beeswax food wraps. So I've got two styles here. I have this style which has a cream background with some black stars, and I also have a navy with white stars. And these again are basically beeswax food wraps that you just wrap food into, and you use the warmth of your hands to seal it up, and it all becomes airtight. It's just a more eco-friendly alternative to cling film, tin foil, that kind of thing. I get these from Amazon Prime. They come with 3 different sizes. The other 2 from this kit are being used in the kitchen at the moment, but you do get 3 different sizes. So you do get the large one, followed by 2 smaller sizes that you can use for fruit, sandwiches, bagels, pizza, whatever you would like. You can wrap in these. Again, you just use the warmth of your hand to wrap the product inside. It becomes airtight, and then you can just rinse them when you're done, and they're fantastic. So I will link these down below for you guys to go and check out. And the final homey, this kind of goes into home and beauty, because this candle by Neon is one that I've had my eye on for the longest time. You know how much I love Neon. I have my pod. I've always got it on. I absolutely love it. In fact, I'm neglecting my coffee. 1 second. I love it. I always have it on in the background, and I wanted to pick up this candle, and I've had my eye on it for the longest time. And what I loved about this, and what really appealed to me, is the fact that you light this and it gives off a beautiful scent, aromatherapy treatment, but then you pour the wax while it's still warm on your hands, so you can have a full-blown massage, and it is incredible. I've been loving it so much. So I will link this down below. It is a bit of a luxury product, but I've definitely needed a bit of a pick-me-up and a bit more self-care at the moment, just because it is hard right now, guys. So this has been a bit of a tonic for me. Andy gives me a nice massage, and it's great. So yeah, I've been loving that. So I'll link that down below for those of you that are interested. And the final product I wanted to talk about is a foodie product. I got sent this in my WW ambassador box, so hopefully you'll be able to pick this up in supermarkets. But this is the yellow lentil spaghetti. This is so delicious. I mean, I don't eat a lot of pasta because obviously I feel bloated. It doesn't agree with me. But this is so delicious, so light, and it's only 4 points on green, 4 points on blue, and 0 points on purple. So I would definitely recommend it. You cannot taste the difference. It is incredible. Go and check it out. I think you can buy it from their website as well, so if you can, I will link it, but it's definitely a must try. It is delicious. So guys, that is everything that I've been loving throughout the month of April. Thank you so much for joining me today. Comment down below with what you guys have been loving. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you've been liking, makeup wise, home, fashion. I love your guys' recommendations, so comment with them down below. And also, I'm so close to 30k guys, and as soon as I get to 30k, I'm going to do a giveaway. So please share this channel with people you think that might like it, because as soon as I get there, I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and it's going to be with one of my favourite brands. Not sponsored, I'm paying for it myself. And it's going to be an Oliver bonus giveaway, because you guys know how much I love them, how much I love their kitchen and homeware. So if you know someone that you think might like my channel, please do get them to subscribe so I can get there quicker and we can have this amazing giveaway. But thank you so much for watching. Give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.